right. We are live. We are excited. And I'm by myself, so I'm going to wait a couple of minutes before I introduce our amazing guest. Let me pull this up so I can see on my phone what is going on. I am Cheryl Banks, CEO and founder of the Beauty Box for Him, Women Empowerment and Bible Studies. And we have a treat for you today. I am going to just share with you a little bit about the Bible study, the Women Empowerment and Bible Studies that we have here. It's all about knowing God, growing in His Word, and showing Him to others. If you have not checked out our website, make sure you check out our website. I'm going to give you the details on how to get in touch with us. And this is the website, thebeautyboxforhim.com. And if you go in on your phone, you hit the top 3 left lines on the top left-hand side, and you can go into the site. You can see the About Us section, how it all got started. We are an official nonprofit as of Super Bowl Sunday. It was born in my head. Super Bowl Sunday night at like 3 a.m, I got a word. I was saying a prayer and I got a word, and it was born. And within 30 days, we already had our 501c3 classification. And now we're just doing online and in-person Bible studies. We have daily, weekday devotionals at 7 a.m. You can join in on in our Facebook community or on YouTube. You can share those links. We have so much going on. And Leslie is a repeat offender. She's a repeat visitor. She's the first person. She's broken a record. She's the first person to come back a second time. And you'll probably see her here and there because she's all about health, wholeness, wellness, and we need that in our lives. Now, interesting secret, I've lost 20 pounds over the last year. And you become like what you hang around. And so I want to hang around fitness people who are talking life and what we need to do and good habits. So I'm really happy to have her. Oh, look, we have some people on. Hello, Alice Richardson. Hello, Stephanie Malden. Hello, Carla. Uh-oh. Let me not turn that volume up. Good evening. So good to see you. All right, so we are about to get started. I was just talking a little bit about the Beauty Box for Him, Women Empowerment and Bible Studies. Get connected, y'all. Join our group on Facebook, the Beauty Box for Him, and check out our website right there. Get on our mailing list and all that good stuff. Okay, I am excited to introduce my girlfriend. Oh my gosh, let me put my glasses on so I can tell you a little bit about the fabulous Leslie Little, okay? Dietitian, nutrition, lifestyle coach. Her passion is to help women to become the best version of themselves. You see why I hang out with this lady. You see it, right? Better balanced, energized, superpowered, and transformed she is, okay? Leslie has over 15 years of experience as a registered dietitian working in the healthcare industry as a clinical care provider and a department manager. After leaving the hospital environment to stay at home with a growing family, she decided to join Mary Kay. You ever notice that a lot of the successful women that I bring on, they used to be in Mary Kay, or they are in Mary Kay? And she quickly grew her passion for helping women discover their beauty and self-confidence. She has grown a team of over 100 women in Mary Kay. She has been actively coaching women in life and business for more than 22 years. Now in her early 60s, maybe a couple of years more, just because she told me that, maybe not. Leslie is proud owner and CEO of Renewed You Nutrition with a mission to help women in their second act act of life live happier, healthier, and more beautiful lives. I love that. There's second act. Yes. Okay, y'all. It's just halftime. Okay, second act. All right. She teaches women to plug into their God given superpowers to help them be the best version of themselves. Okay, so I'm going to bring her on right now. My partner, my friend, Leslie.
Sarah, you make me laugh.
I make you laugh.
Yes. Oh, early 60s plus a few.
You told me that. Okay, Leslie, welcome to the program. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Cheryl. I love you too. And I'm so proud of you for how you've answered your calling to empower women this way with the Beauty Box for Him and the Bible study series that you guys do. It's just, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. I love it. And good for you for being obedient to your calling. That helps you live your best life.
Oh, thank you. I know there's nothing like doing something that you love and you're passionate about, and you're helping people.
Absolutely.
So that's why we're here. And I love that you started this new venture in your second act.
Yeah.
And so I always like to ask about that.
Yeah.
What in the world happened? What happened? How old were you when you started? And why did you start?
Well, I was in my 60s already when I started.
Starting your business, yeah.
So I'm 66 now. I started a couple of years ago. So why? Because it was my calling. I, like you, had a nudge on my heart. And I actually had a nudge on my heart. I wasn't as quick to obey as you were, like Super Bowl Sunday a month later. No, it was a nudge, and I was arguing a little bit with God. I was like, but God, I have this, I have that. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But it was just a nudge. And after a while, I just couldn't ignore it anymore. And I had to do something about it. And when COVID hit, that was such a confirmation of the calling, because I became even more passionate about it, because I knew I could help people with the knowledge that I had, and I couldn't, keep it secret. I couldn't not help people. So, and I myself had gone through my own, I went through my own years of menopause, perimenopause, where I was putting on weight and just not feeling my best. I just wasn't feeling my best. And I was lacking the energy, which is what I'm going to talk about today, is how to reclaim your energy. But I was lacking the energy to really do what I needed to do. And I had a choice. I could take care of myself better.
Right.
I could fall into the slump of life. Right. And just carry on feeling slumpy. So I decided to take the bull by the horns and heed the calling and get to work on myself. So the first thing I did was just started working on myself, like getting myself back to good health, because I wasn't in good health. I really wasn't. I was gaining weight. Issues were starting to crop up, and I'm like, I'm too young for this. I was 64. I'm too young for this. And I had 2 babies in my 40s. So I'm, I got them through school, and now I have my first grandbaby, and I'm like, I want to enjoy this season of my life. Yes. I don't want to feel tired all the time. I want to have the energy to travel and play and live my life fully in this season of my life, where I've worked hard, and I've raised kids and all the things that we do as women, right? Yes. It's time to enjoy my life. And if I'm sick and I'm tired, I can't enjoy my life, and neither can you. So we have to stay well. Yeah. We have to be well, and we want to have more energy.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
And
And
I'm going to tell you, I appreciate your transparency because it's all
Mhm.
started with getting yourself together.
Mhm.
And I love that because when you start see results and you start to feel better, you're like, I gotta share.
Right.
Now you have a testimony. And
Yeah.
I was saying the other day, who wants to follow someone who hasn't been through something? I
Mhm.
would much rather listen to someone who experienced the things
Yep.
and improved on everything and got over everything. And now they can share what they did. So I appreciate your transparency. It's like, hey, I had problems, so I had to get it together. And then I got excited. It's like, I need to share this because that is the circle of life. I'm like, share
Mhm.
the great things that are
Mhm.
happening. Some people, when good
Mhm.
things happen, they want to keep it to themselves.
I know, right?
But good
Yeah.
people, it's like when I win, you win. Everybody's winning because
Right.
there's enough good things to go around. And I love that. The second act, that's going to be in my vocabulary now. The second act of life can be
Yeah.
better than the first.
That's right.
Have to be intentional. So
Yeah.
talk to us about reclaiming our energy, Leslie.
Yes.
If
Yes,
y'all
yes, yes.
have questions,
I love it.
put
Because we
them
need
in
it.
the comment section so that we can address them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be managing the comments and
You
making
are.
sure
Okay.
Leslie answers.
Leslie, Cheryl makes me laugh also. Your mom. I know she does. She just makes me smile. She just brings me like, okay, so one of the things that you can do to reclaim your energy that's on my tips list, I have 5 quick energy burst tips for you. And one of them is hanging out with positive people. Right. So here we are hanging out with positive people. Actually, that's not one of the quick tips. That's one of the lifestyle tips. So there's things you can do. I love talking about lifestyle because we uh we get in ruts, right? We get in ruts in our life, and then something's got to shift. If you want something to change, you got to change something up, right? And so that's one of the things in the lifestyles. But I want to start with the quick things because right now it's like 150 degrees outside where we live, right? And all you have to do is walk outside and your energy is zapped. Right? It's like, whew, there's like a wall of heat that just hits you. So there's some things that you can do immediately. Like when you hit that, I hear this a lot from my clients, from women is, oh, I'm just like, I hit 3 o'clock and I just want to take a nap. Right. So you could do one of two things. You could take a nap and then feel groggy for the rest of the day. I used to do that. I used to give into that. I go, let me just go lay down, and then I would feel worse off for the rest of the day. Not that a nap is a bad thing, but if you're, it depends on why you're tired. If you're tired because and you lack energy because something's going on with your health, which is probably the case, then there's some things you can do. So the first thing you can do is move your body. One of my favorite things to do to reclaim my energy when I'm sitting in my office too long at my desk is get up and dance. Like I do little mini dance breaks. Y'all would laugh at me, but I just get up and just put some music on. Actually, I usually have music on, and I just start dancing or
You know
moving.
what, Leslie?
Do you
Uh,
do that too?
those little bitty trampolines.
Yeah,
I was looking at somebody, and the guy said, I have one of those little bitty trampolines. So
yeah.
when I get, I don't know what they're called, little bounce things. I have
There.
one. It's in the garage. I should move it back
Get
in.
that out and put it in your office. Yeah, I've been wanting to get one because they're really good. Those little mini trampolines are really good for if you have any kind of bone issues going on or joint issues. It's
Lymphatic
really
stuff. Yeah.
lymphatic stuff. It's really, really good for that. So I've been wanting to get one. I just keep putting it off so I just get up and I run up and down the stairs a couple times, or I do a little dance routine in my office. That's what I do. And it looks silly, but I don't care. It restores my energy. Energy exerted gives you more energy. Believe it or not, it's kind of contrary to what you might think. But when you exert energy, you feel more energized. Does anybody in relate to that? Like, don't you feel better? That's that endorphin stuff that happens when you like go to the gym. You're tired. You don't feel like going to the gym. And then you go to the gym and you get on the treadmill and you do some stuff and you get through the workout. And then after you go, that felt so good. It feels so great. Right?
Right.
That's because you used your body. It helps your body be more efficient. It helps your metabolism. If you want to lose weight, it helps increase your metabolism. There's this thing called NEAT. I'm not going to remember what the acronym stands for right now. Non-exercise energy expenditure, something like that. Anyway, it's when you're not really exercising, but you're just doing small extra movements during the day. All that helps, like standing at your desk instead of sitting.
Yeah.
In fact, back there I have a monitor, and sometimes I'll move it up onto the higher section so that I can stand for a while. And I just do standing, taking the stairs, parking your car farther out. Instead of taking the first spot, take the car 10 rows out so you can walk into the store. I know with the heat, that's harder, but things like that, where you can just, while you're watching TV, get up at commercial time and do some squats.
Right.
You don't have to have like an hour workout at the gym.
Right.
Just move, make movement more intentional. Oh, look, Aura Moore said, exercise rejuvenates you. Yes, it does rejuvenate you.
Yes.
So does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is my primary thing, which I'm a dietitian, so I know how to eat. But even knowing how to eat, I got into some habits of not eating well when I became a stay-at-home mom and I was raising my kids and I was eating peanut butter sandwiches with them and probably Oreo cookies too. I mean, that was bad. But when you're a busy mom, it's easier to feed yourself like that because you don't have time to make yourself something. Right. But eating energy-friendly food. So now the next question is, what's energy-friendly food?
Yeah.
I saw it on your face. Like, what's she talking about? Energy-friendly food. Oh gosh. Energy-friendly foods. Guess what those are? They're whole, nutritious foods. So things like lean meats and apples and fruit, whole fruit. If it comes from the ground or grows on a tree or comes from an animal, that's considered whole food. It's not processed in some way.
Right. I know a man who said if it runs around or comes from the ground, you can eat it.
That's right. That's right. But apples grow on trees. So I guess that comes from the ground.
Wow, yeah.
So, we get all hung up. When I first started coaching women, it was more around weight loss, and we get all hung up on calories. Like, how many calories should I eat? Well, let's stop focusing so much on that, and let's just focus on eating clean, unprocessed, whole food. Because if you do that, the excess calories and the inflammation that our bodies get because we're eating crap and feeding our body crap fuel, it's like think of your body like a luxury car. Luxury cars require higher octane gas. Now, aren't we worth a lot more than a luxury car? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're looking like you maybe.
No, I'm looking at the text. I mean, the comments.
The comments. Okay, good. So if your body's a luxury car, then is processed food and sugar and junk, is that the way you want to fuel yourself? Is that the way you want to take care of your luxury car? No, no. We need good gas, high octane. So calories, you guys, is just a measure of fuel. That's all it is. Calories equals fuel. And your body needs fuel to run on. Our hearts are beating. Our stomach is working. Our liver is detoxing stuff. Our kidneys are also like purifying stuff. God created our beautiful bodies internally to work, and it requires fuel. So we have to eat. So don't starve yourself on any of these crazy diets. No.
I have a question.
Okay.
You said don't starve yourself on any of these crazy diets. Do you think it's a good idea to have a period of time within a 24-hour window that you are not eating, that you give your organs rest.
Yes, that's something different.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
something different.
Because I felt like if you're eating from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, your body never gets rest.
Right.
Yeah.
That is something different. That's called intermittent
Yeah.
fasting.
Yeah.
There is, you have to know how to do that right. In fact, I'm reading a book right now. It's not in my office. It's called Fasting Like a Girl by Dr. Mindy.
Yeah.
I'm going to forget the name, Peltz. She's like the queen of intermittent fasting. And I highly recommend that book. If anyone's going to embark on intermittent fasting, you have to know what you're doing, because oftentimes there's lots of issues going on. There's hormonal issues. There's blood sugar going up and down. You can do yourself some harm if you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
So there's ways to do it, and especially if you're a woman who's still on a cycle. I'm postmenopausal, so I'm not. But if you're still on a cycle, there's ways to do it at different points during your cycle to keep the hormones right.
And I feel like dieting and fasting, everything is so personal. It's not one size fits all. So if you have high cholesterol or whatever, the different things go for different people.
That's correct. There is not, and there's also in intermittent fasting, no one size fits all. Like, people ask me that too. Well, should I fast 16 hours or should I fast 14 hours or should I fast 12 hours or what is it? I hear different things. Right. Well, it's different for different people. And so we have to figure that out. And oftentimes that does require some skilled knowledge that you might not have on your own.
Right.
So Feud is Full. I'm talking about the types of diets that are constantly depleting your body of energy, and that's and fuel is energy too. So you're getting that right. It's all kind of the same, synonymous. I'm talking about the kind of diets that are like 1,000 calorie or less, or they're these prepackaged things, and you can only eat so many things a day, and it's less. A lot of these are less than 1,000 calories, or right around 1,000 calories a day. And they're meant to produce quick weight loss. Right. And quick weight loss will always trip you up. You cannot quickly lose weight. You have to do it slower, because when you lose it quickly, your metabolism, your body just resets. It understands what's happening. That's different than a starvation period or a fasting period of like 16 or 17 hours. That's different because you're not, you're sleeping most of that time. So you're resting the gut. In Mindy's book, Dr. Mindy's book, she talks about, for most women, 13 or 14 hours is good. And then to really get a gut cleanse, do a 24-hour fast. I recently did one of those, where you don't eat for 24 hours. It's dinner. You have dinner one day, and then you go 24 hours and have dinner the next day. Yeah. It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. You drink water, you can drink coffee. And then for what's called autophagy, and that's where your cells start to respond. The mitochondria in your cells start to respond and reproduce good cells. Yes. You can actually heal yourself from a lot of disease if you can do this. And that's putting yourself in a fasting state for 3 days. Mm-hmm. That's a long time. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm going to, because I want to see what that's like. But that's different than, and then you refuel yourself with the right food. Right. Like, you can't, go have a,
And that's the thing. A lot of people fast and it's like, well, I can eat whatever I want, but right. Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah.
They're still feeding their bodies with crap. And then during their window, no. I could do a whole thing on intermittent fasting, and I might do that in my group.
Next time. Yeah.
Next time. Yeah. So the other thing that will really quickly pick up your energy is water. Just have a glass of water.
Some people hate water, and that's what I say. Put fruit, make it, do something.
Use it, yeah. Put fruit in it. I've been getting it's a supplemental powder with magnesium. It's a flavored magnesium powder, and the thing that's good about magnesium Most of us aren't getting enough of it. It's a good way to supplement. It makes the water taste nice. I'm drinking way more water than I was because of the magnesium in it. Like it just tastes, it's orange flavored and it just tastes yummy. And and it's also calming to your nerves. So it's actually called a calming magnesium, but that's what magnesium does. It also helps with sleep. So I'm sleeping better at night because I'm getting my magnesium in all day.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing to do as well. My fourth tip is for people that don't live in Houston. It's called go outside and get some fresh air. I'm like, that is not happening here.
I do that in the morning. In the morning
Yes.
time, that's when I go and I sit down. I just listen to because the birds are out. Because at some point it gets too hot for them. But in the morning they're singing, the squirrels are running. It's really active and it's really a nice time. Usually, not all the time. Sometimes it's humid, but
yeah. And I do as well. I'll take a few minutes in the morning to go out. Sometimes I'll go sit out with my coffee, and then my coffee's too hot. I'm like, no. But the good thing about going outside, especially if you can get in the sunshine and I do walks. So sometimes I'll go walking. I did that the other day. It was hot, but I went anyway because I'm like, I want to go for a walk. I love walking. And I had a podcast to listen to, and I don't like to sit and listen to stuff. I want to go walking. So I went out for a walk, but getting in the sunshine is really good because it also will give you a natural dose of vitamin D. Well, you only need 15 to 20 minutes. You'll get a natural dose of vitamin D, and that will serve you super well for other health reasons besides just energizing your body. So, and then the fifth tip I have is just to take a breathing break or a mindful meditation. Listen to something meditational just to re-energize your spirit. Because sometimes doesn't your spirit get tired too? Like, you just kind of like, oh. So those are some just quick bursts that you can do. And then I have some lifestyle adjustments too, just getting more sleep. Like these are things that take longer to instill. Like if you're in the habit of not sleeping, maybe pick one thing from these 5 lifestyle things and work on that one thing for a few weeks until it becomes more of a habit. That's how you change a habit, is you don't try to change everything overnight. So getting more sleep, we need 8 to 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours of sleep. So I make a conscious effort to get in the bed by 9:00 most nights, sometimes 9:30. And if my husband's snoring, I kick him out or I get out because it's interfering with my sleep. The second thing you can do is create a really good morning routine, like getting up. And actually, when you get up and you go right out into the sunshine, it does something to your circadian rhythm that will also help you get more sleep. So that's a good thing to start with. Do some yoga, 15 or 20 minutes of yoga or stretching, or take your morning walk.
Yes.
Something like that. And drink a glass of water with lemon in it, or a warm. I like warm beverage in the morning, so I drink warm lemon water. Just something to get that's really good too for your gut. When you cleanse the first thing of the day is cleansing, and warm lemon water is really good for that. It gets things going.
Yes. Warm lemon water is good. Yes.
Yeah. Get rid of chronic stress. This is a big one. Such a big one. Most of us are chronically stressed, where our cortisol is your stress hormone, and it causes so much damage internally you're not even aware of it. But over time, that constant state of stress is breaking down your body inside, and it's going to cause you to have disease. It's going to lead to high blood pressure, high cholesterol. It's going to lead to excess belly fat, all the stuff you don't want. It's going to lead to that. So we got to manage these underlying lifestyle issues first before we start worrying about how many calories we should eat. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's the stress. Let's get rid of the stress. That would help a lot.
Right.
My fourth tip. Any questions? Wow, warm lemon water. Didn't know about that. Yeah, and you can I put a tiny bit of honey in it, but I'm not doing that right now because I'm doing this fasting thing. So, and that would break my fast. So I'm not doing that. But I just drink water without the lemon because
Right.
it's too bitter. But yeah, or warm chamomile tea, something like that. It's warm green tea if you need the little bit of.
And I feel like when we drink it, we should be mindful and
Yes.
take some deep breaths. And it's like it's a treat.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, absolutely. The fourth lifestyle thing is watch your self talk. We can really beat ourselves up. Like, I don't know about you, but sometimes I hear myself saying things to myself I wouldn't say to my bestie. Like, why am I treating myself like that? So watch your self talk. Keep it positive. You know, if you're constantly telling yourself, I'll never forget this. I was at seminar one year, Cheryl, and I remember I had my roommate was a snorer and I couldn't sleep and I had like 4 days of no sleep. I was standing in one of the long bus lines complaining about how tired I was. And
Mhm.
some person in front of me turned around and said, "Stop talking about it." I was like, okay. And she said, "You'll feel less tired if you stop talking about it." And that stuck with me.
Yes, that's so
Yes.
true.
That's so true. It has stuck with me all this time. So whenever somebody starts complaining around me about how tired they are or how bad they feel, I said, stop. I always say, stop talking about it. You'll feel better.
Yeah, focus
And
on
it's
something
true.
else. Change your focus.
Oh, it's
Yes.
true. Change your focus. Even if you feel tired, even if I was going on 4 days of no sleep and I wanted to say, well, you didn't have to sleep with a star, but it wasn't making me feel any better.
Right.
So why do we do that to ourselves? Like we
Mhm,
just put ourselves in this agony.
mhm.
And then the fifth one I already talked about. That's hang out with positive people like Cheryl Banks and the beauty box for him.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yay. Surround yourself with positive people. So those are my energy tips. And I actually have a free ebook. I have an ebook. If anybody wants that, I don't have my link set up quite yet. I was going to do that today, but I do have a free ebook. If you'll just drop me a message, I'm in this group. Just drop me a message in Messenger. I will get you the link to the ebook.
Yes. And what's the name of your group?
So my group is Balanced Beauties, but if you search Balanced Beauties, you'll get something else. It's let me put it up on
Yeah, put it up on
in
there.
the chat. Can I put it in
Yeah.
the chat?
I don't know. I
I
don't know.
can. I can.
But I was gonna say,
It's Dietitian Leslie is what the
yeah, put it in the chat. What was I gonna say?
I spelled that right.
I have to have lots of hours of sleep. I love getting 7 or 8 hours of sleep. I love it. And I like naps too, but if I take them too late or too long, then it messes with my sleep at nighttime.
Yes.
So if
Yeah.
I take a nap, I like it for me to be like 30 minutes or less, like a power nap,
Yes.
so I love that. And then another thing for energy is feeding your mind positive, reading something positive.
Always.
And
Yeah.
like if you want to lose weight or and you did you say stop sugar? Well, you said eat well, but
I said eat well, but I didn't mention all the energy sucking foods in our diet. That's sugar.
that's a big one.
Sugar will sap your energy in a minute.
Yeah, and I was telling you that I lost 20 pounds over this past year, and it's cutting back on sugar, drinking less wine because I do like wine. So, and intermittent fasting. I try not to eat before noon and eat after 8, and
Yep.
it makes a world of difference. And then trying to control what you eat. So,
Right.
'cause I love burger, fries. I love food. Okay, that's my problem. I love everything. So I'm
Yeah.
not a person because some people they go hard. They're like, I'm not gonna have a piece of cake for until I lose all this weight, and then of course it fails. They
Yeah.
lose all
It's
the
not
weight.
realistic. It's not realistic. We can't go from A to Z without taking the steps in between. So I always tell people just start with some obvious things and allow yourself some treats. Like
Yes.
you have to allow yourself some treats. If you deny yourself everything you love, it's not going to work.
So what do you think about like sugar-free candy, like a sugar-free chocolate?
What's in it? That the first thing that comes to my mind is it's probably got an artificial sweetener in it.
I think that the one that I'm talking about, I think it's stevia or something.
Stevia?
I think so.
If it's stevia, I love that because that's plant-based. It's a natural.
So what are permissible?
Permissible.
Yeah.
It's a great step.
Stevia and what else?
Stevia and monk fruit.
Yes.
Are good, but natural sugars like honey, pure maple syrup. I would rather people eat those than eat something that's loaded with saccharin or some of the other artificial sweeteners. Because here's what those things are toxic. They are killing your gut flora, and then your body's not absorbing nutrients as well. They're just not good for you. Period. Right. So the other thing I want to say about sweetened, any way sweetened, is we as a society have become sugar addicted because of the food industry. Okay. It's when in the 70s, when fat was the culprit for heart disease, which really wasn't the fat so much. What happened was the food industry took sugar out of stuff and took fat out of stuff and put sugar in to make it taste better. Sugar and artificial fats. They took out real fats and put in artificial trans fats. So luckily we've come we're getting almost full circle. So now trans fats are coming out. There's a great book. Here it is.
Hang on. Hold please. That's what I always say. Hold please.
Hold please. This book. Everyone needs to read this book. Salt, Sugar, Fat.
Ooh, Michael Moss.
By Michael Moss. Salt, Sugar, Fat. This is eye-opening. This is why it's not your fault that you love sweets and burgers and French fries. It's not your fault.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault, but it is your problem.
It's your problem. But there is a solution. And that's don't eat that shit. Sorry.
Leslie!
Don't eat that stuff.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry.
I cannot.
My potty mouth came out. So sorry. Forgive me, God.
Is equal as bad as other artificial sweeteners? Equal?
Are what?
Is equal as bad as other artificial sweeteners?
Yeah, equal is I forget the artificial. It's aspartame. It's aspartame. Uh-huh. So yeah, not good. So what I was going to say is we need to adjust our taste buds. So if you're addicted to sugar, like I was, I'm a dietitian. I know better, but I didn't know at the time all the foods that I was eating were so laced with sugar. I thought I was doing good because I was eating pasta, and pasta is a grain.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much.
Crystal says she started using honey in her coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never heard of honey in your coffee.
You know what's better in your coffee is MCT oil or butter.
I've heard of butter. I trained myself to just drink it black. I just drink it black.
I've always drank my coffee black. So it's I put collagen now in my coffee, a collagen powder. But we have to learn to have less sweet. And if we replace sugar with artificial sugar and or any other kind of sweetener, what we're doing is just satisfying our taste buds. And we need to learn how to not eat as much sweets. So that's why I say just cut back on as much of that as you can. If you're somebody like, I just did a kick the sugar challenge in my group. It was so funny because on day one, we always go into our pantries and we find all the stuff where sugar is hidden. Day one is called sugar, the silent killer, because it like sneaks into stuff. And one of my friends found in a can of tomatoes some added sugar. Like I have them read the labels and go in there and see how much sugar you can find. It's amazing. You know, healthy snacks that look healthy. When you flip the label over and you read it, it's got 16 grams of added sugar in it. Like you don't need that sugar. Don't eat that stuff.
Right. And I was looking and I was seeing such easy recipes for like mayonnaise and things like that.
Yeah.
Like one day I'm going to.
Yeah. Ketchup. Ketchup is loaded with added sugar. You can make your own ketchup. You can make your own mayonnaise. It's very easy. Salad dressings is another place where you can make your own. Do you know how easy it is to make a vinaigrette dressing or even a Thousand Island dressing you can make?
So maybe once we start doing all this stuff and have all this extra energy, we'll have the energy to make our own ketchup.
Right. Right. It's not that hard.
I love it. I just posted, I think I spelled everything right because I don't think that comment went into the group.
Okay, that looks right.
That's Leslie's group, guys. So make sure you go there or message her so that she posted a message there. So you can message her if you want her ebook on what is it on?
It's on reclaiming your energy.
Yes.
Yay. I have lots of little ebooks. So if there's something else that you'd rather have, like
yes.
Or just get in my group because I do a lot of little challenges in there. I do a mini challenge every week where just Monday, I always throw out a little like this week, let's try this, you know?
Right.
And then, but once in a while I do a longer challenge. Like I just finished my 4-day kick the sugar challenge. So that's just getting sugar out. Yeah. You can do it.
Yes, we can do it. We appreciate you so much for sharing your time. And you're one of those groups that, because it's like this life, you know, mind, body, spirit. We need to connect with groups and things and people that help us to build ourselves up into a healthier, more whole body. And that's why we do these types of things at the Beauty Box for Him Women Empowerment and Bible Studies. Women Empowerment and Bible Studies. So we do it all because we want you to be the best you and have your healthy, happy life and focus because it's mental. We got to get our minds right. You know, I love that you throw that in there. Stop speaking about the things that are not working for you or the things that are stop giving them energy and focus. And when you're part of these different groups, you're going to grow, period. End of story. Just stay engaged in positive things and not in the negative things.
Right.
I just love you, Leslie Little. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you all for coming on. Let me see if there are any questions that we did not cover before we let go. Hey, Crystal Perkins, Shirley Huff. Hey, y'all. Stephanie Malton, Aura Thompson.
Better.
Hey, Lisa Richard. Hey, Tia Johnson, Sharon Johnson, Pamela West. Hey, girl.
I like Pamela West. Hi, I like Pamela West, Cheryl. Hi, my name is Pam, and I'm addicted to sugar.
Carla, Brandon. Yes, y'all. I appreciate y'all for supporting, for joining in. Paula Ann Henderson, Linda Lewis, happy birthday. You're welcome. I know it's Carolyn's birthday today as well. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I know. Aura Thompson. Hello, ladies. Thank you for coming, supporting. Get your friends connected in the Beauty Box group and Leslie's group. How about that? We love you. We appreciate you.
Love you too.
All right. Go. Mom says butter. Yes, butter and coffee. Why? I don't know. It's supposed to be good. It's much better than those sweeteners.
Unsalted.
Unsalted. All right. Love you guys. Thanks, Leslie.
Bye.
Bye.